It's a time of week what we call Whip It Out Wednesday here at sportsforumpicks.com. I didn't actually title this thread Whip It Out Wednesday because I know last couple of Wednesdays have been pretty shitty. And I know it's bad luck to be superstitious, but try something a little different. Couple of things. The fucking snow in this area is just off the charts. I mean, it's been snowing every day. I guess I can go back in time on this. In Northern Virginia, if the weather is 20 degrees or less, they call them cold days. You don't go to school. When I was a kid, if you can dig your way out of the snow, you went to fucking school. End of story. Today, I mean, it's got to be like fucking 80 degrees and sunny for school to be open. It's crazy. So if you hear a little chatter in the background, it's probably my daughter home again. Watching Mickey Mouse or Sesame Street or one of them crazy things. So I'm going to try to do the best I can for what I have to work with. I had planned on going to College Park today to see Maryland and Miami. Whenever Miami's close to home, it'd be a shame for me not to take a 30-minute ride and go see the Canes play. Go to Maryland, if I could avoid getting fucking shot at a mall or someplace else. It's crazy. News, people getting fucking shot all over the place. But then again, if you've followed my picks the last 2 weeks, I probably deserve to get shot. So yeah, if I'm doing bad, I'm the first to admit it, and it's been a bad couple of weeks, to be honest with you. So let's try to change that, touch base on the Super Bowl. I'm heading out tomorrow night to go to Vegas for the Super Bowl. We do have a contest in the forum, in the Facts Corner, on how I do, if I win or if I lose. I'm feeling pretty confident this trip. Plan on making some money with college basketball, some props in the Super Bowl, which are listed at www.sportsforumpicks.com. So if you're watching this on YouTube, come to the forum. It's free to join, www.sportsforumpicks.com. And you'll see I got about 6 or 7 props that I like for the Super Bowl already. On to Wednesday. Man, this kills me, but I think Miami has a tough time beating Maryland. Maryland's installed as a 5-point favorite early. Home court is so big, when you have teams kind of on the same level. Maryland's better than Miami. They're not like extremely better, but I think being at home will make a big difference. Should have no problem covering the 5 here. So yeah, going to the game, I'll probably be about 6 or 7 rows behind the Miami bench. Those are the benefits you get for being a member of the Canes Club. And plus, the fucking checks I write to that university, they should put me on the bench coaching that team. Anyway, yeah, so I'm looking forward to that, weather permitting, for me, and looking forward to going to Vegas and having some fun with my wife. So that's it. Yeah, Ozzy's not coming with me, so that's good news. I'm probably going to win some money now. The prop betting. I did an article on props, on things to do. Guys, seriously, who's going to score the longest touchdown? I mean, who's going to be the first player to score a touchdown? Who punts first? Stuff like that is just really, really hard to handicap. Those are guesses. On one of my props, I said, what team will call the first timeout? And I said Seattle. And the reason being is, I said that is, Russell Wilson will be more likely to get confused on a situation than Peyton Manning. So I can't see Peyton Manning blowing an early timeout. I mean, he don't never have to call a timeout. So I honestly think that with Peyton, he likes to save his timeouts until late into the second quarter if it's a 2-minute drive. But if it's 3rd and 6, he ain't calling timeout if he sees a defense he's not accustomed to seeing, because he's seen it all. Russell Wilson, he sees something that he don't maybe like, clock running down. He doesn't have the clock management that Peyton has. He's more likely to call that timeout. So that's one play I think that gives you a slight advantage. Now again, if some asshole on defense decides to call a timeout for Denver because he's not set, then we fucking lose the bet. It happens. So that's what I'm doing there. So yeah, for Wednesday, I love my coffee. For Wednesday, I'm going to play the Maryland Terrapins, lane 5 to Miami. My one Super Bowl prop I'll give you is Seattle will call the first timeout. And again, it's here at Sports Forum Picks. The decision I have to make for Friday at Don Best, do a football or basketball video. Part of me wants to do the Pitt Virginia game. I did have Virginia last night to crush Notre Dame. They did, and I might be sucking the last few weeks in basketball, but I don't think I've lost a game involving Virginia in a long time, if I've lost one. So I've got a pretty good read on them. Super Bowl Sunday they play Pittsburgh. It's more likely for me to make my bigger play on college basketball than it is in the Super Bowl. I'm not. My dick don't get hard because it's a Super Bowl. I'll probably fall asleep, while the game is going on, and then get up around midnight and throw some dice or throw down some vodka, because that's what I do. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So also, guys, if you're playing or you plan on playing basketball, click on the Bookmaker banner in the forum. There's a lot of people asking me, hey, I heard about this book and they offer this bonus and whatever. Why gamble? I mean, Bookmaker's been there 30 years. They're probably going to be there 30 years from now. We'll probably be there 30 years from when we're all gone. So this isn't their first merry-go-round. Safe place. Payouts are pretty prompt. And again, if you open up your account at Sports Forum Picks, you can always, contact me if you need any help. Even if you don't, I'll help anybody when it comes to that. But I'm going to offer some incentives. Anybody opening up a new account of $500 or more, I'm going to give you 2 free weeks of all my selections. And once again, after football starts, I have ends. I'll be starting to touch base more into some conference play and college basketball, so that would be good. So again, new account, you get 2 weeks. And any reloads in the account for the Super Bowl, whether it be 500 or more, I get you the entire Super Bowl weekend, games, more props, college basketball. I'll do a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4-day weekend free for reloads. So, like I say, if you can get proactive there, that's great. If you're a DSI guy, we have a DSI banner. Click on there. That's fine as well. For you Just Bet people, same thing. Do that. I'll be happy to honor all that. Again, it's all the same family. It all comes under the same roof. And I can still have the same pull, with all 3 books, and all of them are solid. What else is going on? That's it. Guys, posters. We got a poll going. Who do you like in the Super Bowl? Would like some feedback. Get some people's thoughts. And that's pretty much it. One thing I will tell you, for you guys that are searching the internet for the pick on the Super Bowl, and you hear people say they have the information and the winning selection on a football, tell them to go fuck themselves. There's nobody that has information on the Super Bowl, okay? Bottom line is this, and I'll tell you straight out. If Peyton Manning throws balls that flutter, they will lose. If Peyton Manning can get his pass off, wind's not going to be a factor, he should be able to march the ball downfield like he does, and Denver will win the game. As far as the over-under goes, I'm not really sure. Again, neither would surprise me. Last couple of games, Peyton Manning has had a couple of 5, 6, 7-minute drives, unlike his 3-minute quick strike bombs he's had all year long. So this team has had the best offense all year long. If you like Denver, if you like offense, you think Peyton's going to get off and Denver's going to get off, you're going to bet Denver. If you're more of a defensive kind of handicapper and say good defenses stop good offenses, then your bet should be on Seattle. Like I said, the total, it's just the way how you think the game is going to go. Is Seattle looking to keep the ball out of Peyton Manning's hand? You might want to think about under. If you think the only shot Seattle has is getting in a shootout, and you think, Peyton's going to put some numbers up, bet it over. I don't think the weather is going to have that much of an effect from what I see now, but that could all change. Again, it's going to be your decision. But seriously, don't just start fucking pounding this game. Sunday night at 11 o'clock at night, right up until morning on the next morning, the Gamblers Anonymous hotline has the fucking largest calls that come in from people that need help. Well, yeah, because they're fucking chasing a game and betting more than their means. And the people at Gamblers Anonymous or Gamblers Hotline are all going crazy, answering phone calls on people who all of a sudden just now decided they need help. Well, they probably need help today, so call today and save the money. Speaking of Gamblers Hotline, Tin Cup had reminded me of a phone call I made there at one time. It was probably the funniest call that I made. I have the audio somewhere. We've talked about this for years. It is actually funny. I remember calling us the gambling hotline, and it basically said, if you have a gambling problem, call this number. It's like 1-800-GAMBLER, whatever it was. So I call up and I say, they say, Gamblers Hotline, do you have a gambling problem? I said, yes, I do. So what's the problem? I says, I got a 7, dealer's got an A6, what do I do? The guy says, excuse me? I said, I got A6, dealer's got a 7, do I hit or stand? And he's like, you're calling me from a blackjack table? I'm like, yes. He's like, sir, you don't get this. This is people who have a problem gambling. So I got 1,500 on the table. Do I hit or do I stand? Are you here to help me or not? I said, I don't think you get it. I said, pal, I don't think you fucking get it. What do I do? This is misadvertising. If it's the Gambler's Helpline, fucking help me. Stand or hit. And the guy says, I need to ask you a few questions. Like, hurry up, the dealer's getting pissed. He says, these are these like 10 questions to find out if you're a compulsive gambler. It's like, did you ever gamble money that you never had? Did you ever gamble money that you didn't have? I said, if I don't have it, how can I gamble it? He says, I said, if I don't have the money, how can I gamble? What kind of question is that? Next question. He said, did you ever gamble? Do you feel sad when you're not gambling? I'm like, no, I feel sad when I lose. I don't feel sad when I'm not gambling. So he said, have you ever thought about committing harm to yourself, suicide, after, based on your gambling? I said, no. I said, wait a minute. I said, well, that one Miami, Florida State game, I kind of thought about it for a second. Does that count? And this guy doesn't know what to say. And he's like, how much trouble are you in? I said, I'm not in any trouble. How much money do you owe? Don't owe any money. He says, you don't owe any money? I'm like, no. He's like, well, how much money have you lost gambling? I'm winning. So he's like, I don't get it. You're calling me from a blackjack table. You say you don't have a gambling problem. You're winning. Your life is not in jeopardy. You say you're winning gambling. I said, yeah. And he's like, I'm confused. I said, well, I'm the fucking fax man. He's like, who? I said, I won $1 million challenge. I'm a 7-time champion in baseball. I said, I'm fucking rich. I don't want to stop gambling. I want advice on something. When people have advice, they need advice, they ask me. If I'm stuck, I got to have somebody to ask. Isn't it like a chain of fucking command? You're promoting Gambler's Hotline. So, helpline, I want your help. Well, this guy was so fucking nuts. He didn't know what to say. He's like, what could I do to make your life better? I said, could you find if Bookmaker will take more than 20,000 on a MAC game on Friday night? Because I'm like 22-0 in MAC games. The guy's like, you're 22-0? I'm like, yeah. So you won 22 straight games. I'm like, correct. So what game are you talking about? This fucking guy is asking me to game. This guy works for Gamblers Anonymous. On the phone. Wanted to know what game I wanted to bet on. It was fucking hysterical. I had this guy on the phone for 5 minutes. I was saying shit to him like you could never imagine. He got my daughter in the background yelling for me. But yeah, so that was it. It was a really funny story. I probably could have said it better, but I guess the first time was the funniest when I actually did it. But it was a pretty good story. Okay, on that note, this is getting to be a long video. Be active in the forum. We have contests going for the Super Bowl. I know I've been dropping the ball, but I've been out of the town. I'm going to Vegas. What is it, honey? Come here. Say hi to the camera. Come here. Come up here. Say hi. I'm doing a video. Look. Let's see. Who do you like in the Super Bowl? You like Denver or do you like Seattle? Denver? Yeah, who do you like, Denver or Seattle? No. Who do you want to bet on, Denver or Seattle?
That's Daddy's glasses.
That's Daddy's glasses, yeah. Give me a high five. All right. Well, when we go to Vegas, we'll come up with something, okay? All right, say goodbye to everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Say, play a Bookmaker. Say, play a Bookmaker. Fax card, $10 a game. 50 plays, 500. Save 100, 90 games for 100 games for 900.
That's loud.
Yeah, so we need to get you toys. We ain't got no money, right? Just gonna face like that. All right, from me and her to you, we're out of here. www.sportsfarmpigs.com. We'll come up with a total, me and her. We'll get to work on that later or aside and maybe get it to you on Friday. All right, have a great day. Good luck, and enjoy the Super Bowl. See you on Friday at Don Best.